Pub talk was something that Dan came to me a few weeks ago and said, it'd be a great thing to put on the show. And
come to you, please, sir. Can we do it?
Dan, I'm the boss. Shut up. And there's another good opportunity to play the X Factor guy. Number 3.
Well, coming in at number 3. Imagine this: you're a professional footballer now, playing on the biggest stage, playing in front of almost 70,000 people, right? Over 70,000 people
At Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford, right? Biggest against one of the biggest at the time, the best and biggest, still are the biggest club in arguably the world.
I disagree with that. Go on.
But anyway, and you go into the dressing room. You got Big Sam giving it the yards, shouting at you, beefing up your team. How does he do it? He gets on the film.
Gets the DVD.
Gets the DVD out.
Or was it VHS?
Yeah, okay. Rolls in the old TV. Right, lads, sticks it on. 300. The Gerard Butler's playing. You're getting pumped up. You're getting psyched. Come on, giving it this is Sparta chance. The abs are out. It's all going. The slow motion action. And what happens? You go out for the second half. You're all pumped up, and you lose 7-1
to Manchester United.
To Manchester United. And that's what happened for Blackburn Rovers. Gael Givet was talking recently to a French publisher, saying how under Sam Allardyce he did exactly that to motivate his team. He put on the film 300 at half time. I don't know how much you must have seen. First 15 minutes?
It probably felt like they were in 300 during the second half, wasn't it?
And they got absolutely annihilated. Dimitar Berbatov scored 5 goals. Jason Park got on the score sheet, I remember. And you could imagine
Sir Alex Ferguson going, "That's us, Old Trafford."
It was just like, can you imagine being now motivated? You're so motivated and you just lose 7-1.
Yeah.
300 is a motivational film. You get psyched after watching that. But God, that was complete. It's like reverse psychology.
I actually got a story about Gael Givet, which you know about. I've told her enough times. But I watched Cardiff City with my mates because I wasn't really a fan, but I wanted the Welsh clubs to
He's
do well.
He's a Welshman who doesn't support a Welsh team. It's weird, isn't it?
And they played Blackburn Rovers, funnily enough. It might have been the same season. And they played him in the Carling Cup quarter-final. And Cardiff won 2-0. And when they were 2-0 up, just to throw a bit of humiliation into it, I become a bit of a football hooligan. And I don't know how old I was in 2012. I think it was 16, 15. I want to say younger because it's quite bad. But I was giving Gael Givet pelters. I was telling him to have his hair cut, calling him a tramp, and all this nonsense. And anyway, we turn on the next week, and they play Arsenal, and me and my mate that I was at the game with are looking for him in the warm-up, and they're playing Arsenal at Ewood Park, I think. And we're looking for him, and we cannot see him. We think, oh my God, what have we done? Where's he gone? Have we really upset him that much? And we look down, and it comes up on the screen, Gael Givet's playing, and he shaved all his hair off. And I felt so bad.
Like he went, right, I looked in the mirror and went, that guy was right.
He looked me in the eye. He looked me in the eye.
You stared into his soul.
I know. I actually did.
So you're the reason Gael Givet cut his hair?
Yeah.
I'm sure, it wasn't his wife or, his family or anything.
He might have brought her up in the thing. He might have brought her up in the story, but anyway, moving on. Number 2.
For those, I'm not particularly down with the youth of today for a 20-year-old.
The youth of today?
So I don't know if any of you... For a 20-year-old, I'm not. So I don't watch Love Island. But for those of you who do, Sarah Thompson, I believe her name is.
Yeah.
Basically, has had people have been sliding into her DMs. And not just any people.
And what does that mean for the elder listener?
For the elders. People have been messaging her on her social media.
Right.
And those people aren't just any old people, not just your random stalkers. They are people who have and are currently playing for Manchester United
and former Manchester United. Should we let
have
Sam
and are?
Yeah. Should we let Sam?
We'll let her boyfriend, or was it
Sam Thompson of Made in Chelsea?
Sam Thompson tell you the story.
This is what he said.
I've always dreamed of talking to footballers, but no one ever replies to me. The only way I can talk to them is through my girlfriend's phone on the DMs. So we've got Brandon Williams today, who's actually sick and just got his debut. Congratulations, Brandon. Little eye emoji, yes boy. Love that, classic stuff. We got Patrice Evra on there, who's like a hero of mine.
Yes, Evra.
Who I absolutely love. Patrice, there he is. He's sent one of those things, so we sent him back. I love this game, but why don't they reply to me? You'll slide into her DMs. I'm just as good. Always Man United.
Well, He's actually a massive Chelsea fan.
I
And
love the age gap there between Brandon Williams, who's 19, and Evra, who's in his mid-30s. It's just look at the age range.
he loves this game, doesn't he? But no, if that was your missus and you have a missus and
Rub it in.
one of your
Rub it in.
that was a touchy subject. We won't go there. You have a missus, say, and one of your heroes. Let's say, come on, name one of your heroes. Ben Stokes.
Benson. Okay, we'll go Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo slides into her DMs, sending her pics, and what would you think of that? Firstly, what would you think?
To be honest, right, I'd be starstruck.
Don't go there.
No, you would be starstruck.
Don't go there.
If it was Ronaldo, you'd be starstruck. I would be a bit first.
Tell him where to go.
No, you would be. You would be like, don't reply. You would give it the big one, like if it was any other guy. But on the same hand, you'd kind of be like, bloody hell, that was Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? You would kind of be like, wow.
Do you reckon you could take him then? Obviously no.
No. Obviously not.
He'd run you over with his 100 bloody Ferraris. And finally, number 1.
And finally, big congratulations first of all to Welsh darts player Gerwyn Price for
Class.
brilliant.
Absolute class.
Says it himself, didn't he? I mean, what a performance that was. Got past Michael van Gerwen, then beat Peter Wright in the final. He was superb.
And unfortunately lost the other final on the weekend to Michael van Gerwen. I think it was like 10-8.
Yeah, I think that is a rivalry, that is. I mean, like I say, he beat Peter Wright, he beat Van Gerwen. He's got Van Gerwen's number, I think. I think that's just, it'll be one of those back and forth. One will get victory, one will. So I think big congratulations to him for World of Darts
I think it was
victory.
the Grand Slam,
the Grand Slam of Darts victory. And that's the Darts series coming up, actually. That's moving to New York from Las Vegas. And on the same day that was announced, I'm not sure if you've heard of him, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I don't know.
Been in a few films. I'm not sure anything special. I think he's won an Oscar or something. I'm not sure.
I thought he was a lawyer, like a Lincoln lawyer or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was in Dallas. Was he Dallas Buyers Club? He's in Wolf of Wall Street. Most iconic scene ever.
That's what me and Dan do for every show.
Yeah, for every lecture. Pumping it up. Come on. But anyway. Of all the people to tweet Gerwyn Price congratulations, it was Matthew McConaughey saying congratulations. Clearly a big darts fan, a big fan of Gerwyn Price, a big fan of his performance in the tournament, and praised his victory over Peter Wright as well, of his victory against Van Gerwen.
Yeah.
And that's just great, isn't it? To see someone the
How weird is that?
An A-lister celebrity, a legitimate A-lister now, not one who's off Love Island, legitimate A-lister celebrity praising Van Gerwen. Van Gerwen came back saying how cool it was.
Well, the PDC, I think, commented on it and said, fancy coming to Minehead.
Yeah.
Imagine him
Could
going
you
to
imagine?
I think my
Getting the points in. I'll have a pint of brains, please.
my auntie goes there every year, and just Matthew McConaughey was there. Do you know what I mean?
That was brilliant. You just see, it's just like, it's just good to see, and stuff like that. Massive people recognising achievements like that. It's just good to see, and I thought it's just such an unusual connection. You just wouldn't put it together. I did a piece on it actually, and so Access Expo Sport getting the self promotion there. That was picked up by Wales on Sunday and papers like that. Just saying.
Who?
Wales on who? He's by the way.
That's what I said.
The guy's currently writing for the Caerphilly Observer. No comment.
Shut up. They're lovely people.
But anyway, no, I think it's a great story, and it just goes to show, no matter what you're doing out there, people notice. People do take notice.
And probably that's all we've got time for now. We're away to the end of the show. Tune in again with us next week, where we're hoping to get a guest finally in on the show. Thank you, Phil Davis, for his time. Good luck to Wayne Pivac on the weekend, and you stay classy, San Diego.